The search for Summer Wells continues nearly 3 years after her disappearance. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sarah Diamond.
And I'm Casey Marler. The investigation has captured the attention of many people in our region and beyond. Summer was 5 years old when she was first reported missing from her Hawkins County home in 2021. An Amber Alert remains active for her.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation took to X this morning to share the latest on the search for Summer Wells. News Channel 11's Ansley Daniel has followed this investigation since the Amber Alert was first issued. Ansley, what did TBI say nearly 3 years later?
Yeah, there were a few takeaways from that video released today. The case is far from cold. They aren't speculating, and they still don't know whether Summer Wells was abducted or just walked away from her home.
This case is one that we've just not been able to overcome, and it's troubling.
Since June 15th of 2021, no one knows what happened to then 5-year-old Summer Wells.
We don't have the evidence in this case to know for sure whether or not Summer was abducted or whether or not she walked away from her home and became lost.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says it's received more than 6,500 tips.
We continue to focus on ground search efforts. We continue to focus on interviews of those who may have information about vehicles that have traveled through the area or technology that could have been used that may give us an investigative lead.
Even though there haven't been any public developments, Melton says this case is far from cold.
A cold case is typically framed up as a case where there are no tips or leads that are coming in and there are no investigative efforts that are happening because there is no place to travel with the investigation.
Rumors circulate about what happened to the little girl after she vanished from her home in Hawkins County. But the TBI says speculation is not part of this investigation.
The difficult part of the speculation is that if we as investigators speculate and focus our efforts in one direction, we're making a huge mistake.
The TBI isn't the only agency working the case. The investigation is in collaboration with the FBI and the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. The Hawkins County Sheriff, Ronnie Lawson, didn't return our calls or emails for this story. The Wells family also has their own private investigators. And while law enforcement has no idea where this little girl is 3 years later, they're determined to find out.
It is a monstrous task, but it's one that's not overwhelmed us. We have been strategic in the way that we've handled this investigation.
The private investigators working this case didn't want to go on camera, but they did release a statement to News Channel 11 saying, quote, "Summer's case is our #1 priority. We continue to work on her case daily, but at this time we have nothing further to add."
Ansley, thanks. Now this evening, people are gathered at Rogersville City Park in Hawkins County for an event called Standing for Summer in honor of Summer Wells. We'll have more coverage of that event tonight at 11 o'clock.